You've probably been taught your whole life that being assertive and direct makes you strong, and in places like New York, Toronto, or Paris, that works. Something goes wrong, you speak up, you push, you get results, but in Thailand, that same approach can quietly start working against you. And here's the part no one really warns you about. No one tells you. People still smile, they stay polite, they don't argue back. But behind the scenes, something shifts. Service slows down. Conversations feel more distant. Doors that should open, don't. We didn't fully understand this at first either. But after spending time there and talking with Thai friends, it started to make sense. They explained how tone, calmness, and respect matter just as much, if not more, than being right. And once we adjusted to that, everything changed. Most travelers never realize what's happening, because they're not breaking any rules. They're just using the wrong ones. Thailand runs on a different social system, built on harmony, respect, and emotional control. And if you don't understand it, it can feel like hitting an invisible wall. So in this video, we're breaking down 6 Western habits that often backfire, and the small shifts that can completely change how people respond to you. If you're planning a trip or moving here, these 6 shifts will change your experience.
Imagine you're at a famous street food stall. You've been waiting 30 minutes for your pad thai. You finally catch the cook's eye, point to your watch, and ask where your food is. The cook looks at you and smiles. Your first instinct might be, are they not taking this seriously? So you get louder, thinking they don't understand. But this is where many travelers go wrong. In Thailand, a smile isn't always about happiness. It often works as a social buffer. That cook isn't mocking you. They may feel pressure or embarrassment that the food is late. And by smiling, they're trying to keep the situation calm, what's often called jai yen, or a cool heart. In Thailand, a smile can mean, I'm sorry. This is uncomfortable. I'm trying to keep things from escalating. If you respond with frustration, the situation can become tense very quickly. Instead, don't react to the smile. Read what's behind it. If they smile, match that calm energy. Stay composed, speak softly, and don't escalate. In this situation, the person who stays calm is usually the one who gets their issue resolved first.
This is where many travelers lose people, without realizing it. In the West, we value honesty and directness. If someone is wrong, we correct them. But in Thailand, there is something just as important. Face. Face is dignity, it's reputation, it's social balance. And when someone loses face, they don't usually argue, they withdraw. Think about a common situation. You're at a market and you think a vendor is overcharging you by 20 baht. You point and say, that's not the price, you're wrong. You might win the argument, but you may also make the situation uncomfortable for everyone around you. So what works better? Don't aim to be right, aim to use the maybe approach. Instead of you're wrong, try, I might be misunderstanding. Can we check that once more? It's a small adjustment that allows them to fix the mistake while keeping their dignity intact. By protecting their face, you keep the interaction friendly. Remember, in Thailand, winning the person is always more effective than winning the argument. If you protect their pride, they'll go to great lengths to ensure you have a better trip.
This one is subtle, but people notice it instantly. Many travelers are used to treating everyone the same, regardless of age or role. In Thailand, social interactions are often shaped by a stronger sense of hierarchy, where age, experience, and status influence how people relate to one another. You might find it surprising when someone asks your age within minutes of meeting you, but they're not being intrusive. They're trying to understand how to show you the right level of respect. Think of it as a kind of social GPS. Here are a few simple ways to align with it. Use kun before someone's name, like kun som. It's gender neutral and signals respect. If someone offers you a Y, return it with a slight bow. And while you don't need to initiate it in every situation, acknowledging it matters. These are small signals, but they shape how people see you almost instantly. And while modern environments can be more relaxed, especially in cities, these cues still carry weight.
This is where things start to shift in your favor. In fast-paced cultures, urgency often gets results, but in Thailand, visible impatience, known as Rorn, or a hot heart, can have the opposite effect. Picture this, your ferry to the islands is an hour late. You're pacing, sighing, checking your watch every 10 seconds. To you, it feels like you're showing that your time matters, but to others, it can come across as losing control over something that can't be changed. You've probably heard the phrase "my pen rai." It's often translated as "no worries," but it's really about accepting what you can't control. When the bus is late or plans change, look at the locals. They're usually just talking or relaxing. They're practicing jai yen, staying calm instead of reacting. And when you do the same, something interesting happens. People become more open, more willing to help. It's not about being passive. It's about choosing the approach that actually works in that environment.
This is where things get very literal. In Thailand, the body carries symbolic meaning. The head is considered the most respected part. The feet are the lowest. And once you understand that, everyday situations start to look very different. Here's a simple scenario. You're at a convenience store. You drop a coin, and it starts rolling toward the door. Your instinct? Stop it with your foot. That's where you want to pause. In Thailand, currency often features the image of the king, and using your foot to stop it, even without thinking, can be seen as highly disrespectful. In some situations, it can create tension or draw unwanted attention. So what should you do instead? Use your hands when handling money. And more broadly, be mindful of how you use your body in shared spaces. Avoid touching someone's head. Be aware of where your feet point, especially around people or religious objects. These aren't just rules. They reflect deeper ideas of respect and boundaries. And when you're aware of them, people notice. Not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you understand the space you're in.
This is the one area where mistakes matter most. In many Western countries, criticizing leaders or making jokes about politics is common. In Thailand, the monarchy is deeply respected, and there are strict laws around how it is discussed. For visitors, the safest approach is simple. Avoid casual or critical conversations about it, not because you're being restricted, but because you're stepping into a culture with different boundaries. Understanding those boundaries shows respect. And in Thailand, respect opens doors.
At the end of the day, Thailand isn't asking you to change who you are, it's asking you to adjust your rhythm. When you stop trying to force your usual approach and start moving with the local rhythm, that invisible wall disappears. People respond differently, interactions feel smoother, and something deeper begins to happen. Thailand stops feeling like a place you're visiting and starts feeling like a place that welcomes you. So, if you've been to Thailand, what was your biggest culture shock moment? Or did you have a situation where being direct didn't work the way you expected? Share your story in the comments. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the related video on your screen for more fascinating content. Explore our channel for even more exciting videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to GlobeGazette for more incredible stories. Your support means everything to us. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.